any messages that you want to share with your Indonesian fans of BBC waiting for you to play in Joyland, Indonesia?
Big thing I'm going to say is I'm sorry it's taken us so long to come back. But, at least we have a bit of an excuse in that we took a long break as a band. But yeah, I hope it's going to be worth the wait. I'm sure it's going to be, and I'm so excited. And hopefully from now on we can come back more regularly.
Jack, let's start this interview. My name is Edda. You can call me Ed, just like your bass player. So here we are talking to Bombay Bicycle Club. It's we're taping the show on Monday, 4th of November. It's 7:25 p.m. right here in Jakarta, Indonesia. And Bombay Bicycle Club will be playing on Joyland Jakarta 2024, Sunday, 24th November 2024. So it's 20 days left. So how are you today? We're talking with Jack. Where are you at the world at the moment? And did you have your breakfast, Jack?
I'm good. Yes, I've had some breakfast. I'm just at home. It's very peaceful. Yeah,
Great. Is it in London?
in London, exactly. Yeah, North London, Tottenham.
Oh, wow. Talk to us, please, about your hometown in London. What was it like in this November weather, Jack?
Pretty chilly and it's cloudy, but it's not so bad. We're going to be going to Australia and Singapore and Indonesia, and hopefully getting a bit warmer weather in a couple of weeks.
Yes, of course. In Jakarta, Indonesia, it's rainy, so it's probably gonna rain at your set, but let's hope not. But I hope you're ready for Jakarta, Indonesia. Can you spill us some
Oh
of the
yeah.
memories that you can recollect about Jakarta, Indonesia, as you have come a couple of times right here? Is it?
Yes. I remember, well, mostly just the food, whenever, because unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot of time or many days off when we came. It was quite busy. But at any free time we had, we'd just go and get some food. And I love Indonesian food. I like spicy food. And the thing that I remember the most is the first time I tried all these different sambals, these different chili dips, and I got obsessed with them. And when I got home, I kept trying to find them in London, and it was really difficult to find.
Oh my goodness me, you have mentioned about the sambal. Sambal is like chili and one thing that unites every Indonesian people because we have so many cultures right here. So, is there any side effects that you remember when you ate sambal back then?
Side effects. Well, luckily I waited until after the show. But yeah, I just remember being like fascinated by it because, like you said, there was like hundreds and hundreds of different types, and I thought it was cool. And I wish we had more in London.
Yeah, of course. So back to the music now. Congratulations for your EP Fantasies. There are four tracks right here, which we love so much. Now, can you spill some of the best memories in the making of the EP Fantasies? Where were you at the moment while you're making it, and how's the other bandmates about the EP Fantasies, Jack?
It was lovely because with our album, we'd been doing all these collaborations with people from all over the world, and people like Damon Albarn and Shaka Khan. And then for the EP, it was lovely that we just kind of wanted to go back to our friends and people that we'd worked with in the past, people like Lucy Rose, um, and Ray Morris, and it felt a bit more, yeah, just a bit more like a wholesome and like friends and family kind of atmosphere rather than working with people that you've never met before.
So it's like a family gathering, basically. And please spill and talk to us about your collaborators because these kind of events are rare in Bombay Bicycle universe. Collaborating with other musicians like Matilda, Liz, and Lucy and Ray. What do you got to say about them, Jack?
So Lucy's probably like the original like OG Bombay collaborator. So it was really cool to work with her again. She came on the scene like over 10, maybe 15 years ago with us. And then Matilda is probably like the opposite end of that spectrum. She's someone that I've discovered in the last few years. She's an incredible singer and songwriter. Um, Ray Morris, just one of the most powerful and exciting voices that I've ever heard. So sometimes you just write this song, and when it needs that kind of energy, you can just ask Ray, and she'll deliver every time. And then Liz, we just have so many memories. She used to tour with the band. She was like the singer when we were playing live, and we just have so many happy memories with her. And she's been putting out great music for a couple of years now, so it was great to have her too.
Beautifully said. Thank you for mentioning all about your collaborators. And while we're at it, I'm using the background here. I found this on the digital streaming platform Apple Music. Now, what can you recollect about the memories in the making of these backgrounds with four personnel of Bombay Bicycle Club looking so happy, sleeping together.
I think we just wanted, like, we didn't want to take it too seriously. A lot of the time when you take press photos, it's, it's a photographer that you'd never met before, and you're wearing clothes that you don't usually wear, and it all feels very uncomfortable. And for this, we just wanted to be ourselves and be a bit, not take it, be a bit silly, not take ourselves seriously, and yeah, just relax a bit.
Yes, it is. You guys looking great, feeling so relaxed, and I think you wear the same shirt while we're at it, right? In the interview, in this photo, in
I
this
think I
interview.
am, yeah. I, I don't have many clothes in my wardrobe, as you can tell.
Great to know. Now, in this era, in this Fantasies EP era, especially 2024, um, on behalf of you, Jack, accompanying all other personnel, what can you find? Is there any something new that you can share to us about each of the personnel, about Jamie, about Surin, and about Ed? Give one each for each personnel, please, if you can find any.
What's that? A piece of news, did you say? Like some news about them?
Like something new that you have come across in the making of Fantasies, or something new about them in this year that you have just found out
Oh, I
from
see.
your whole
Well,
life.
I
Yeah.
mean, when you've known someone for 20 years, it's sometimes quite, you feel like you already know everything about them. But I'll try. It's quite tricky. I guess with the album, we'd worked with so many producers, in the past, and for not only the album and the EP, it kind of came back to just us working together. So I guess I realized with the other guys, because I'm writing the songs, but with this process, I realized that everybody in the band is a pretty amazing producer in their own right, and they all have good things to contribute to the songwriting process and the production. And it was very much a collaborative effort with this album compared to maybe some of the ones a long time ago.
Yes, it is a collaborative effort from all of you, right, in this EP
Exactly.
Fantasies. Now, if I can play you a song from Bombay Bicycle Club in Prambors Radio here in Indonesia, if you can pick for us four essentials of Bombay Bicycle Club, what songs would it be? Jack, please guide us. Four songs
Um,
only.
okay, so I'd start with a song called "Dust on the Ground," which is the sound of us when we're teenagers and when we just started the band. It's very angsty. Um, then I'd go to a song called "Rinse Me Down," which is our acoustic album, which came next, which is a whole different side of the band, which people may not have heard. And then I'd go for "Luna," which was probably one of our biggest songs. Um, and then a probably more recent song, which would be "My Big Day." Just like that's where we're at right now.
Okay, so it would be Dust, Rinse, Luna, and My Big Day, is it?
Yeah.
So I've been a fan since the era of 2011, a different kind of fix. Actually back then, we used to I used to hang out to the CD store and found your album, and I look at the artwork, the bluish artwork, and it kind of got me attracted to bought the album, a different kind of fix. And there's this track called Shuffle and Lights Out Where It's Gone. It's a definite
Mm.
Indonesian favorite, Jack. Will you
Oh, really?
bring, yeah, will you bring that one, the either one of them in Joyland Fest, if I can ask
100%.
you?
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God.
We'll play them both. Yeah, we play those songs every show. Definitely.
Oh God, that is one of my, I
That's
mean,
good to know that those two songs are popular.
yeah, of
That's
course.
interesting.
It's from 2011, so I've been a fan since then and up until now. So, like you said, you have been a band for almost 20 years now. If we can do a bit of a throwback, do you remember exactly your very first gig? When was it, and how's the environment back then, Jack? Your very first gig with BBC.
So our first gig, it was actually at our school, and it was quite embarrassing. So me and Jamie and Seren were at school together. So we're probably 15 years old, and we get asked if we can perform. And I think we were the only people in the class that played instruments. So they just put us together. We were friends, but they just kind of put us together as a band. And we played a song called "Sissy Strut" by the Meters, which is an old 70s American like funk tune. It's actually a great song. Um, but I wish we had a video of this performance, because you can imagine like 15-year-old awkward nerdy guys playing in front of their school. Is a lot. There's a lot's changed since then. That's all I can say.
Okay, so it's Sissy Strut, right? A funk
Sissy Strut.
music.
Yeah, it's actually a
Okay.
great song. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a note on that. Now, I've gathered a couple of questions since you've been in a band for almost 20 years. So I hope you don't mind to deliver some of the fan questions. Are you ready, Jack?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, my listeners here in Prambors Radio, we got Indonesians globally, outside Indonesia. So the first one would be from Sandy in Indiana, USA. Sandy
Okay.
asked BBC, "What was the best year of being in a band, Jack? Is it this year or many other years that you can remember? What was the best BBC
Best year.
year ever?"
That's a good question. Yeah, I'd probably say it's difficult. Maybe I'd say 2019. It's
2019,
it's
and why is
because
that?
it's when we kind of, because we'd had a hiatus a bit before then. We'd taken a break, and there was something so incredibly joyful about coming back together, and everyone felt closer than ever, and there was all this excitement, and yeah, it was beautiful. It was a really lovely sort of reuniting of everyone.
Oh, that was sweet. So 2019 was when demos 2004 and 2008 was released, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And but we'd been recording and writing the Everything Else Has Gone Wrong record. So it was like, for us it was a busy year.
Great. Now, for the second one would be from Danish in Eindhoven, in Dutch.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jack, according to you, in your perspective of glasses, what kind of music does today's musician like within your ears? Do you listen to nowadays pop?
Oh, is it saying what do I listen to now? Is that what the
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I listen to mostly classical and jazz, music without any words. If I find it relaxing and I don't have to, I just concentrate on the melody and um, yeah, I don't listen to much else, to be honest. I'm very out of touch. But yeah, a lot of jazz, especially.
This one is from my niece, who is actually a fan of yours. Her name is Alicia in Jakarta. Um, have you remembered the worst gig of BBC that you have ever had, and why is that?
Yeah, I can definitely remember it. And this was very early on, so we're probably about 18, maybe 19. We've just left school. And it was one of the first times that we'd left London to play shows outside um, of where we grew up. And we went to a place called Stoke in the UK, and the venue was opposite a prison. And as soon as we started loading in our guitars and our drums, we started getting sort of abused because these people were coming out of the window and shouting at us from this prison. So already we felt a bit strange. And then we get to the show, and there was probably more people working for the venue in the audience than there were fans of the band. There was like 8 security guards and all these people working at the bar, and then maybe 3 fans of the band had come to the show. So it was an interesting experience, but hopefully one that we learned from, and it made us stronger going forward.
Beautifully said. In your 18 of years living, all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now we got 2 more. This one goes out from Yora in Texas. Since the end of the year is coming, Jack, how do you plan to celebrate Christmas this year?
So I mean, it, people may not know this, but I'm a huge sucker for Christmas. Like, I love, it's my favorite time of year. I get very yeah, it's very corny and cheesy, but I absolutely love it. And it's just, for me, especially because we travel quite a lot and we're away quite a lot, it's just time with family. And the older that I get, the more I realize how important that is. And I love just coming home and seeing my parents, and now they've got all their grandkids, and I absolutely love it.
Beautifully said. Now, for the last bit, not going to keep you for long. Any messages that you want to share with your Indonesian fans of BBC waiting for you to play in Joyland, Indonesia?
The big thing I'm going to say is I'm sorry it's taken us so long to come back. But at least we have a bit of an excuse in that we took a long break as a band. But yeah, I hope it's going to be worth the wait. I'm sure it's going to be, and I'm so excited. And hopefully from now on we can come back more regularly.
Yes, please do, Jack. We all love your music, so we'll be waiting for you in Joyland on Sunday, and hope it will not rain on the baseball stadium.
Oh, we're used to it. It'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jack.